Hi guys, Steph here. Right, what have we got for you today on this Monday morning? Well, what we've got for you is a pen that you would have seen in a previous pen haul. You can see it here. Look at that. What a lovely, handsome fountain pen. Looking a little bit tired, so just needs a little bit of TLC. Hey, 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 hey. Look at that. Yes, after that TLC, here we have this lovely, handsome fountain pen. What we've got for you here, nice and simple. We've got a Parker Duofold Senior Lucky Curve fountain pen in this gorgeous black colour. And as you can see, what I've done, I've cleaned everything internally, put a new sack in it. The barrel was a little bit on the, it was just beginning to sort of discolour. We've taken a little bit of it out and it's looking a lot better than it was, but yeah, it's still there. If you look, there's a little bit of discolouring, but it's looking 100 times better than it did. As I say, a Parker Duofold Lucky Curve. If I show you the barrel imprint, what I've done, I've sort of highlighted it a little bit. Some of it is a little bit worn. So there you go, you've got a large Duofold at the top there. To the left it says GOS Parker, underneath Janesville, Wisconsin. To the very right it's got fountain pen, then underneath US patent 42511. And then to the centre there you can see it's got the Lucky Curve banner. The Lucky Curve itself, it's you can read it with a loop, but it's a little bit worn for some reason. But there you go, it's got a lovely barrel imprint, and as I say, it's a stunning, handsome pen. The size of this pen, it's a lovely size pen. From the top of the cap to the bottom of the barrel, 140 millimeters capped. Around the barrel, it's a lovely chunky, it's around about 13.5 millimeters capped. If we take up to the cap there, you can see it's got this gold fill, gold plated cap band there, and to the very top, the very recognizable Parker ball clip, and to the very top of the clip there, okay, it reads I think it's patent September 5/16, and then obviously running down the length of the clip it's got Parker itself. Incidentally, just going back to this cap here, sorry, the cap band, you may see, you may not, it's a slightly raised cap band. So this pen I'm dating sort of, I don't know, sort of early 1920s. Well, early 1920s to about mid 1920s. The reason being, around about sort of 1926, they stopped producing this slightly raised cap band, and I think the cap band then was actually flush with the cap. So yeah, I'd say sort of the early or the first part of the 1920s. To the top there you can see it's got this knurled cap top to the very top there, and that sort of matches the bottom of the barrel there, and the blind cap, you see it's got some knurling. And if we unscrew the cap, there we go, it's a button filler fountain pen. Okay, so let's screw that back on. So yeah, it's the Parker Duofold Lucky Curve Senior. Very desirable pen, very sought after. I'm sure there'll be lots of people inquiring about this, but yeah, we'll try and find it a new home. Let's take the cap off. Let's show you the pen. Sort of numerous different angles. A very nice pen indeed. Actually, I say about finding a new home, I'm sort of umming and ahhing whether to actually keep this particular one. I'm still not 100% sure, but we'll see. But again, at this particular sort of juncture, if you like, I think it'd be looking for a new home. There's the section. You can see the very typical section of this period. It's got this little ridge towards the nib, and then if we show you the nib, now again this was mentioned earlier on the before, but what it's actually got is a Big Ben 14 carat 585, and then to the bottom it's got number 6. So it's a Big Ben nib. There's a sideways view. There's the feed underneath, and it's got the very typical, what they term as a Christmas tree feed underneath, which is the correct feed for this particular pen. And as you can see, as always, lovely and clean. The Big Ben nib. Who's Big Ben? Well, I had to do a little bit of homework, but apparently Big Ben was a Danish company trading as Benzon Trading Company. It was founded by a chap called, I think it was Niels Benzon, around about, I believe, around about 1922. I think he worked for Wallef Eversharp in America, and then maybe went back to Denmark and sort of started up. He started up actually as a distributor for the Wall Eversharp fountain pens in Denmark. I believe around about 1930s, Big Ben as a company then began, well, they started producing their own pens under the Big Ben name, and some very nice attractive pens. And then they went through, I believe, to about 1960s when they sort of ceased trading. So why is a Big Ben on a Parker pen? Maybe it's something to do, for you people that know or don't know, Parker had some affiliation, if you like, with Wall Eversharp pens. So this one may have actually been fitted at the factory, I don't know. It may have been fitted later by somebody. We don't know. It'd be great if these pens could speak and tell us the answer. But there you go, a little bit of history of who Big Ben is. Now, what we'll do, although it's going to be looking for a new home, it'd be interesting to see how this Big Ben nib actually writes. So what we're going to do is take off the blind cap here. We're going to pop over some ink, dip the nib and a little bit of the section in the nib, in the ink should I say. Press down on the button, give it a few seconds. Okay, give it a bit of a wipe, like so. Let's pop the blind cap back on. Let's bring on some paper, our little pad. Let's see how it writes. So this is the first time the pen's been tested, so yeah, you're going to see exactly what I see. So let's see how it writes. So what we've got is a Parker, Duofold Senior, and this is, as we said, the lucky curve model. Incidentally, this particular one, the Senior, was actually the largest size pen of that particular period, as it says on the imprint. Made in USA, made in Janesville, is that Wisconsin? Sorry about my accent, but Janesville, Wisconsin. So made in USA, as we said, made, I would say, the first half of the 1920s. It's actually writing very nicely indeed. Does it have any flex? I wouldn't actually sort of say it's a flex nib, but yeah, a little bit of downward pressure. You can see we're getting a little bit of variation, but not specifically a flex nib, but writing very, very nicely with this lovely number 6 Big Ben nib. So let's pop the cap back on, and there we have it. What a lovely, gorgeous, handsome fountain pen. What a beauty. So there we have it. We've got a Parker Duofold Senior Lucky Curve 1920s. Yeah, I would say at this particular point looking for a new home. So I hope you've enjoyed looking at the pen. As always, as much as I enjoy showing them to you people, don't forget, leave a comment below. Don't be shy. I know there's some people out there that are a little bit shy, but don't be. Leave a comment below. Any comments on the pen, leave them below. Don't forget, just down there, there's a thumbs up symbol. Give it a thumbs up. Press that thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe as well. But for now, I'm just going to say Slavo Ukraini, and from me and this lovely, handsome fountain pen, I'm just going to say bye-bye for now.